time. The mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing.
It's week 11 of the 2023 season, and the focus is on Courtland Sutton. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Broncos and the Patriots, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Wilson going to come out throwing. And his first pass is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And great effort. And does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. That one caught by Felton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stevenson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble. Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 14. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. So stop defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Henderson will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Patriots coming out now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly. And it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Broncos, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New England, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.